In one and another episode of one word substitution. To become less valuable over a period of time, to become less valuable over a period of time. This is called deprecate. Deprecate. D-E-P-R-E-C-I-A-T-E. Deprecate. D-E-P-R-E-C-I-A-T-E. Deprecate. This is a verb. हिंदी में इसे कहा जाता है मूल्य कम करना. Unable to think clearly because of a mental illness. Unable to think clearly because of a mental illness. This is called deranged. Deranged. D-E-R-A-N-G-E-D. Deranged. This is an adjective. हिंदी में इसे अव्यवस्थित कहा जाता है. A person without a home, a job or property. A person without a home, a job or property. This is called derelict. D-E-R-E-L-I-C-T. Derelict. This is an adjective. हिंदी में इसे आवारा व्यक्ति कहा जाता है. Failing to discharge one's duty. Failing to discharge one's duty. This is called dereliction. D-E-R-E-L-I-C-T-I-O-N. Dereliction. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे कर्तव्य का त्याग कहा जाता है. To laugh at something in a cruel way. To laugh at something in a cruel way. This is called deride. Deride. D-E-R-I-D. Deride means उपहास करना. A doctor who studies and treats skin diseases. A doctor who studies and treats skin diseases. This is called dermatologist. Dermatologist. D-E-R-M-A-T-O-L. Dermatologist. D-E-R-M-A-T-O-L-O-G-I-S-T. Dermatologist. This is a noun. इसे कहा जाता है त्वचा रोग विशेषज्ञ. The scientific study of skin diseases. The scientific study of skin diseases. This is called dermatology. Dermatology. D-E-R-M-A-T-O-L-O-G-Y. Dermatology. त्वचा विज्ञान. The abandonment of one's country or cause. The abandonment of one's country and cause. This is called desertion. D-E-S-E-R-T-I-O-N. Desertion. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे परित्याग कहा जाता है. A person without money, food and other things necessary for life. A person without money, food and other things necessary for life. This is called destitute. D-E-S-T-I-T-U-T-E. Destitute. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे परित्याग कहा जाता है. A person without money, food and other things necessary for life. A person without money, food or other things necessary for life. This is called destitute. Badhali. This is an adjective. One who investigates and solves crime. One who investigates and solves crime. This is called detective. This is called detective. D-E-T-E-C-T-I-V. Detective. This is a noun और इसे जासूस कहा जाता है. The action of discouraging an action or event through instilling doubt or fear of the consequences. The action of discouraging an action or event through instilling doubt or fear of the consequences. This is called deterrence. D-E-T-E-R-R-E-N-C. Deterrence. हिंदी में इसे रुकावट डालना कहा जाता है. Showing a skillful use of underhand tactics to achieve goal. Showing a skillful use of underhand tactics to achieve goals. This is called devious. D-E-V-I-O-U-S. Devious. This is an adjective. हिंदी में इसे धूर्त कहा जाता है. Skillful with your hand. Skillful with your hands. This is called dexterous. This is called dexterous. D-E-X-T-E-R-O-U-S. Dexterous. This is an adjective. हिंदी में इसे निपुण कहा जाता है. Determine the nature of the disease. determine the nature of the disease. This is called diagnose, D-I-A-G-N-O-S-E, diagnose, रोग पहचानना. The process of deciding the nature of a disease by examination. The process of deciding the nature of a disease by examination. This is called diagnosis, D-I-A-G-N-O-S-I-S, diagnosis, रोग की पहचान. ये एक नाउन है. A particular form of a language which is peculiar to a specific region. A particular form of a language which is peculiar to a specific region. This is called dialect, D-I-A-L-E-C-T, dialect. This is a noun. इसे हिंदी में बोली कहा जाता है. Bitter and violent attack in words. Bitter and violent attack in words. This is called diatribe, D-I-A-T-R-I-B-E, diatribe. This is a noun और हिंदी में इसे आक्षेप कहा जाता है. A ruler with total power over a country. A ruler with total power a country. Typically one who has obtained control by force. Typically one who has obtained control by force. This is called dictator, D-I-C-T-A-T-O-R, dictator. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे तानाशाह कहा जाता है. Giving orders in a manner that permits no refusal. Giving orders in a manner that permits no refusal. This is called dictatorial, D-I-C-T-A-T-O-R-I-A-L, dictatorial. This is an adjective. हिंदी में इसे तानाशाही कहा जाता है. A book giving meaning of various words. A book giving meaning of various words. This is called dictionary, D-I-C-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y, dictionary. मतलब शब्दकोश. ये एक नाउन है. Spread over a wide area or between a large number of people. Spread over a wide area or between a large number of people. This is called diffuse. This is called diffuse. This is an adjective और हिंदी में इसे फैला हुआ कहा जाता है. A situation requiring a choice between equally undesirable alternatives or confusions. A situation requiring a choice between equally undesirable alternatives or confusion. This is called dilemma. Dilemma, D-I-L-E-M-A, double M-A, dilemma, D-I-L-E-M-A, dilemma. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे दुविधा कहा जाता है. A dabbler in the art and literature. A dabbler in the art and literature. This is called dilettante, D-I-L-E-T-T-A-N-T-E, मस्त मौला. एक नाउन है. Showing care and effort in your work duties. Showing care and effort in your work and duties. This is called diligent, D-I-L-I-G-E-N-T, diligent. This is an adjective. हिंदी में इसे कहा जाता है मेहनती. Irresistible craving for alcoholic drinks. Irresistible craving for alcoholic drinks. This is dipsomania, dipsomania, D-I-P-S-O-M-A-N-I-A, dipsomania. इसे हिंदी में शराब की लत कहा जाता है. यह एक नाउन है. A book of names and addresses. A book of names and addresses. This is called directory, D-I-R-E-C-T-O-R-Y, directory. This is a noun. नाम और पते की पुस्तक. A song sung in the past at a funeral or for a dead person. A song sung in the past at a funeral or for a sung person. This is called dirge, D-I-R-A-G, dirge. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे शोक गीत कहा जाता है. An act that has disastrous consequences. An act that has disastrous consequences. This is called disaster. This is called disaster. This is a noun. हिंदी में इसे आपदा कहा जाता है. A heavy round plate of metal thrown by an athlete. A heavy round plate of metal thrown by an athlete. This is called discus, D-I-S-C-U-S, discus. ये एक नाउन है. इसे चक्का फेंक प्रतियोगिता कहा जाता है. The state of being deprived of a right or privilege, especially the right to vote. This is called disenfranchisement. Disenfranchisement, disenfranchisement, disenfranchisement. Disenfranchisement, disenfranchisement, मताधिकार से वंचित करना, ये एक नाउन है। एन एक्ट दैट मेक्स फील मॉरली बैड और असेम्ड, एन एक्ट दैट मेक्स फील बैड and morally ashamed, bad or ashamed. This is called disgraceful, disgraceful, disgraceful. This is an adjective, हिंदी में इसे शर्मनाक कहा जाता है। Change the appearance to deceive or to hide the identity. Change the appearance to deceive or to hide the identity. This is called disguise, disguise, disguise. This is a noun, हिंदी में इसे कहा जाता है वेश बदलना। Break up into small parts as the result of impact or decay. Break up into small parts as the result of impact or decay. This is called disintegrate, 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 विघटित हो जाना। हिंदी में ये एक वर्ब है। causing a mood of gloom and depression, causing a mood of gloom and depression. This is called dismal, dismal, dismal. This is an adjective, हिंदी में इसे निराशपूर्ण कहा जाता है। to throw an event into confusion or disorder, to throw an event into confusion or disorder. This is called disrupt, disrupt, disrupt. This is a verb, हिंदी में इसे तितर बितर करना कहा जाता है। country treated as permanent home by an individual, country treated as permanent home by an individual. This is called domicile, domicile, domicile. This is a noun, हिंदी में इसे मूल निवास कहा जाता है। An area of land that is controlled by a ruler, not active or growing. An area of land that is controlled by a ruler, that is controlled by a ruler. This is called dominion, dominion, dominion. This is a noun, हिंदी में इसे अधिराज्य कहा जाता है। not active or growing, not active or growing. This is called dormant, dormant, dormant. This is an adjective, हिंदी में इसे निष्क्रिय कहा जाता है। a large bedroom for a number of people in a school or institution, a large bedroom for a people of for a number of people in a school or institution. This is called dormitory, 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 dormitory. This is a noun, इसे कहा जाता है शयनागार। situated on back, situated on back. This is called dorsal, dorsal, dorsal. This is an adjective, इसे हिंदी में सतहीय कहा जाता है। a heavy fall of rain that often starts suddenly, a heavy fall of rain that often starts suddenly. This is called downpour, downpour. ये एक नाउन है, इसे हिंदी में मूसलाधार बारिश कहा जाता है। a game in which no one wins, a game in which no one wins. This is called draw, this is called draw. अनिर्णित करना, समाप्त करना। The nest of a squirrel, typically in the form of a mass of twigs in a tree. The nest of a squirrel, typically in the form of a mass of twigs in a tree. This is called drey, D-R-E-Y, drey. This is a noun, गिलहरी का घोंसला। light rain falling in small drops, light rain falling in small drops. This is called drizzle, D-R-I-Z-Z-L-E, drizzle. This is a verb, हिंदी में से बूंदाबांदी होना कहा जाता है। mania for travel, mania for travel, ड्रोमोमेनिया, ड्रोमोमेनिया, DROMOMANIA, ड्रोमोमेनिया, दिस इज ए नाउन, हिंदी में इसे यात्रा की धुन कहा जाता है। ड्राई वेदर विथ नो रेनफॉल, ड्राई वेदर विथ नो रेनफॉल, दिस इज कॉल्ड ड्रॉट, दिस इज कॉल्ड ड्रॉट, ये एक नाउन है, इसे सूखा कहा जाता है। A herd or flocks of animal being driven in a body, a herd or flock of animals being driven in a body, this is called drove, this is called drove, ये एक नाउन है, हिंदी में इसे झुंड कहा जाता है। A metal that can be made into a thin wire, a metal that can be made into a thin wire, this is called ductile, 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 this is an adjective, इसे हिंदी में तन्य कहा जाता है। A contest between two people to settle a point of honor, a contest between two people to settle a point of honor, this is called duel, 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 हिंदी में इसे द्वंद्व युद्ध कहा जाता है, ये एक नाउन है। One who cannot speak, this is called dumb, one who cannot speak, this is called dumb, ये एक एडजेक्टिव है, एक एडजेक्टिव है, इसे गूंगा कहा जाता है। A person, animal or plant much below the usual height, a person, animal or plant much below the usual height, this is called dwarf, 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 इसे बौना आदमी कहा जाता है, ये एक नाउन है। A wall built to prevent the sea or a river from flooding an area, a wall built to prevent the sea or a river from flooding an area, this is called dike, DYKE, dike, ये दिस इज ए नाउन, हिंदी में इसे बांध कहा जाता है। सक्सेशन ऑफ रूलर्स बिलोंगिंग टू वंस फैमिली, सक्सेशन ऑफ रूलर्स बिलोंगिंग टू वंस फैमिली, दिस इज कॉल्ड डायनेस्टी, DYNASTY, डायनेस्टी, दिस इज ए नाउन, इसे राजवंश कहा जाता है। वन हु लिसन्स सेक्रेटली टू प्राइवेट कन्वर्सेशन, वन हु लिसन्स सेक्रेटली टू प्राइवेट कन्वर्सेशन, इवेस्ट्रॉफर, EVESDROPPER, इवेस्ट्रॉफर, ये एक नाउन है, इसको हिंदी में कहा जाता है छिपकर बातें सुनने वाला। ए मैन विथ एबनॉर्मल हैबिट्स, a man with abnormal habits, this is called eccentric, 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 ये एक एडजेक्टिव है, हिंदी में इसे विचित्र कहा जाता है। साउंड रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक एज इन माउंटेन्स, साउंड रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक एज इन माउंटेन्स, दिस इज कॉल्ड इको, ECHO, इको, ये एक नाउन है, इसे हिंदी में प्रतिध्वनि कहा जाता है। वन हु स्टडीज and cares about environment, one who studies and cares about environment, he is called ecologist, 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 हिंदी में इसे पर्यावरण विज्ञान शास्त्री कहा जाता है और ये एक नाउन है। स्टडी ऑफ द इंटरेक्शन ऑफ पीपुल विद देयर इन्वायरमेंट, स्टडी of the interaction of people with their environment, this is called ecology, 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 this is a noun, हिंदी में इसे पर्यावरण विज्ञान कहा जाता है। केयरफुल इन द स्पेंडिंग ऑफ मनी टाइम एट्सेट्रा, केयरफुल इन द स्पेंडिंग ऑफ मनी टाइम एट्सेट्रा, दिस इज कॉल्ड इकोनॉमिकल, ECONOMICAL, इकोनॉमिकल, दिस इज एन एडजेक्टिव, हिंदी में इसे किफ़ायती कहा जाता है। ए थिंग फिट टू बी ईटन, ए थिंग फिट टू बी ईटन, दिस इज कॉल्ड edible, 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 दिस इज एन एडजेक्टिव, हिंदी में इसे खाद्य कहा जाता है। इंस्ट्रक्ट और इम्प्रूव समवन मॉरली और इंटेलेक्चुअली, दिस इज कॉल्ड edify, दिस इज कॉल्ड edify, मतलब उपदेश देना। To prepare written material for publication by correcting or modifying it, to prepare written material for publication by correcting or modifying it, this is called edit, 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 this is a verb, हिंदी में इसे कहा जाता है संपादन करना। rub और wipe out, rub और wipe out, this is called efface, 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 एक verb है, इसे हिंदी में कहा जाता है मिटाना। जाना। ए चेंज विच इज़ द रिजल्ट ऑफ एन एक्ट और सम कॉज, ए चेंज विच इज़ the result of an act or some cause. This is called some cause. This is called effect. EFFECT, effect. दिस इज ए नाउन, हिंदी में इसे प्रभाव कहा जाता है। मैन बिहेविंग मोर लाइक ए वूमन देन एज ए मैन, मैन बिहेविंग मोर लाइक ए वूमन देन एज ए मैन, दिस इज कॉल्ड इफेमिनेट, इफेमिनेट, EFFEMINATE, इफेमिनेट। दिस इज एन एडजेक्टिव, हिंदी में इसे नारी जैसा कहा जाता है। फेवरिंग सोशल इक्वलिटी, फेवरिंग सोशल इक्वलिटी, दिस इज कॉल्ड egalitarian, 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 दिस इज एन एडजेक्टिव, इसे हिंदी में समानाधिकारवादी कहा जाता है। वन हु इज प्री ऑक्यूपाइड विथ हिज ओन इंटरेस्ट, वन हु इज प्री ऑक्यूपाइड विथ हिज ओन इंटरेस्ट, दिस इज कॉल्ड egoist, 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 दिस इज ए नाउन, इसे हिंदी में आत्महितैषी कहा जाता है। ए पर्सन हु टॉक्स टू मच ऑफ हिमसेल्फ, ए पर्सन हु स्पीक्स in the praise of himself, a person who is excessively conceited and self-absorbed, this is called egotist, 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 this is a noun, इसे अहंवादी कहा जाता है। All the people of a country in a country or area who are entitled to vote in an election, they are called electorate, 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 this is a noun, हिंदी में इसे मतदाता कहा जाता है। A poem that express lament for the dead, a poem that express lament for a dead, इलीगी, ELEGY, इलीगी, दिस इज ए नाउन, हिंदी में इसे शोक गीत कहा जाता है। ए स्मॉल मिस्चीवस फेरी, ए स्मॉल मिस्चीवस फेरी, दिस इज कॉल्ड इल्फ, ELF, इल्फ, शरारती परी, ये एक नाउन है। द आर्ट ऑफ इफेक्टिव स्पीकिंग, द आर्ट ऑफ इफेक्टिव स्पीकिंग, दिस इज कॉल्ड इलोक्यूशन, इलोक्यूशन, ELOCUTION, इलोक्यूशन, वाक कला। टू रन अवे सेक्रेटली विथ ए रोमांटिक पार्टनर, टू रन अवे सेक्रेटली विथ ए रोमांटिक पार्टनर, मतलब इलोप, ELOP, इलोप, भाग जाना, ये एक वर्ब है। फ्लुएंट और परसुएसिव इन स्पीकिंग और राइटिंग, फ्लुएंट और परसुएसिव इन स्पीकिंग और राइटिंग, दिस इज कॉल्ड एलोक्वेंट, ELOQUENT, इलोक्वेंट, एडजेक्टिव, इसे हिंदी में सुवक्ता कहा जाता है। ए पैराडाइज विथ परफेक्ट ब्लिस, ए पैराडाइज विथ परफेक्ट ब्लिस, दिस इज called Elysium, 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 this is a noun, हिंदी में इसे स्वर्ग कहा जाता है। This is all about today's one word substitution. Thanks, regards.